So the property needs rolling. Not really sure why. And if there were rocks, the rolling can put some of the small rocks back down into the soil, but I'm not dealing with rocks. But it does need rolling. Now, I have learned that there's ways to fertilize and roll at the same time. I'm trying to figure that one out. In fact, down here at this end of the field, I have purchased a spreader, fertilizer spreader. Look at how wide this thing gets. Now, this thing all folds up nice and neat and tidy, and then it unfolds all the way out. And then this is a roller. So, okay. I'm not really sure what the roller does, but it's a roller. So what I have is the sprayer on the front and the roller on the back, and that's how I'm going to do both in one swift movement. It's very awkward. It's so big. But when I tried to apply it, it told me that this is empty. I need fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, for this sprayer. So right now I'm not getting anything done because I'm trying to figure out, do I need to order a fork? I don't have money. You see, I am down to $22,000 after buying these two pieces of equipment. That's not great. I need to survive my first season. And what I wanted to, kind of the main focus of this episode, is to show you when you point at a field and it gives you information about the field, who owns it, what kind of crop, etc. The thing that's important is not only what needs to be done on it, which is rolling. Is it fertilized? No, 0%. But the yield bonus, pay attention to that. Right now, 50%. If you don't do, here comes my tractor. That's cool. If you don't do anything to a field, you get half the yield. That means half the growth, right? If you don't do anything. The goal, if you're going to spend your money and your time growing a crop, you would want 100% yield. So my personal opinion on strategy with this game is over here I'm getting 50. It said 51, but now it's 50 with the canola. The AI worker is blocked by an object. Okay, he's trying to park somewhere. The goal, I believe, for myself at least, would be to get my yield up to at least 90%, if not 100%, before I try to expand my, my farming empire. Here's what I'm going to do. This thing is so big, I'm going to fold the sprayer. Watch this thing fold up. It's impressive. Equally impressive when it goes back out, but it's so cool that it can fold up into such a nice, neat little, and then one more time, boop, it just folds up great. So what I want to do, isn't that cool? What I want to do is detach that and just focus on rolling, since at least it needs to be rolled. And if all I accomplish this season is rolling, and maybe I can, let me zoom out so I can see how wide I need to be. Maybe I can increase my yield a little bit. Now let's hit Y to fold roller. No, we want to leave it just like it is, and we want to roll. So let's go ahead and get a nice, neat, straight. And honestly, I don't even know if I need to hire a worker for this. This is maybe 3 passes with this thing. The difference is a worker can go straight. So let's go ahead and hire a worker. Let him finish it. Let's jump out. So I like how it stops to let you get out of the way. That's cool. So and then I can go deal with that worker that's blocked. Let's see what it says over here for yield now. 53%. So I guess the question is, is it worth buying a roller? for 3% yield. Well, maybe. I'm going to go ahead and hook up this sprayer and make a run to town. This might just be the most efficient. It doesn't cost me anything other than a little bit of gas to run it down the road. And the store is not very far. So we're going to just cruise down here. It's literally like a mile maybe on the left. And you can see here on the screen on the left side, it says you first need to fill the tool. So they call it a tool. They don't necessarily always highlight the name of every tool, but so in this case we'll just see if they'll fill it. And I've already purchased the fertilizer. It's sitting there. It's just sitting there at the store. It seems like they would have like a tank, not a silo, but a tank where I can just pull up and fill my sprayer, fill my tank, instead of having to buy a pallet of. So we'll see. That would be that'd be nice. Whoa, let's see. I think I passed it. So we're right here. This is the Clever Motors. So it's technically like a automotive store, but they sell other stuff as well. Now this is the pallet. Let's see if it gives me an option to fill. Ooh, refill sprayer. Stop. Okay, yeah, there we go. I guess it's filling it. How do I know how full it is? Don't know. I don't know. If it doesn't let me fill, then I assume it's full. Want to make sure I do this right. So that's not an option anymore. I don't even know how much more is in. I don't know if it shows me. There's a gauge, but I don't see. I don't know. There's probably a way. I'm just a rookie and I don't know. So the good news is I think it's full. So what we can do is that was easy. And if I just do it that way, it'd be nice to have that pallet of fertilizer why is it going so slow? Are you serious? This is how slow it goes? Wait a minute. What's going on? Why am I stuck? Something's going on. See the wheels just turning? I'm not pushing anything. So let's get out. Let's see if we can trick it. Get back in. There, that was weird. Okay, but we're good. I didn't think that would cause it to be so slow. So we just have to go back down the road on the left about a mile. And we're good. Now, if I have to go back and forth, it's still free. I don't have to buy a trailer. I don't have to buy a forklift. I don't have to install any mods. It's not that far. So if I have my own little personal pallet of fertilizer that no one else messes with, I think that's okay. That'll work. So at some point, I plan to expand and maybe buy that land here and knock that house down. Who knows? Or build a new house. There's a lot I can do. Okay. So let's fertilize. I probably should fertilize every field. And I wonder if I should fertilize this one first. It's already growing, so let's do that. Now, what I understand is you should fertilize the soil once, and then you should fertilize again after a growth cycle. Okay, so let's unfold. Unfold. Now watch this unfold. Really cool. I think the hydraulic system is awesome. It just really goes out wide. Bink! And then you think it's all the way, and then it goes another like 12 feet. It's massive. So, as a matter of fact, it's so wide. Well, I don't want to drive on my field, but it's so this could be wider right here. Future idea maybe make this just a little bit wider, this road, so there's room. There's just not a lot of room without driving on something. So not quite in the middle, but I think that'll work. So let's lower sprayer. Let's just see what we need to do. Turn on sprayer X, and let's go. Look at that. So I don't necessarily need to I have to go straight. Okay, I was going to try to turn a little bit. It really doesn't want me to turn. Is this just a wimpy tractor or what? That's weird. I don't know. Things I'm learning, but it's barely going through the field. I don't know why. Nothing. I mean, the sprayer is down. You know, I think the sprayer actually rolls on the ground. And so because there are crops, it's having to push its way through. So maybe this is a little bit past when I should be fertilizing. I don't know. So now I should be able to, well, I don't know if I can turn or not. There's a neighbor. Hi, neighbor. I was going to try to turn, but I think the smartest thing here is to lift the sprayer and whoa, watch that fence. Woo! Wow. Oh, turn off the sprayer. Turn off sprayer. Yeah, turn off the sprayer. This thing is massive. So there's definitely some things in the way, you know, if you're going to be farming this long term. It would be nice to have a little bit more room around me. Okay, so let's turn on the sprayer. Wonder if I have to lower the sprayer. Why don't I just do it this way? Let's just do that. We'll see if that works. I'm thinking maybe you don't lower it. I don't know, like rookie farmer here, but this seems to be the way to go. Why would you need to lower it so that these rollers are rolling in the dirt, in the, you know? So, okay, turn that off. Whoa. Oh, I got out by accident. Oh, that's why, because you're supposed to do that and X. All right, so we're going to fertilize this. I wonder if I have to... I'm just going to try to not lower it here either. I think maybe you lower it and then you disconnect it. I don't know. But this might not fertilize it as well, but this makes way more sense. What I'll do is I'll fertilize it and then I'll see if it actually went up a percentage. So, okay, now all you have to do is turn off. And then we'll rotate. And you can see the difference between dark and light. We learned some things about fertilizing crops in this episode. Turn it back on again. Super excited about that. Raised our yield, and once we apply a second application, it should push it pretty close to 100%, if not 100%. So pretty excited about that, and we're on our way. I'll catch you next time around. For now, Mr.
So I feel pretty good about the way
I did the fertilizer in town, just running over and having it fill the tank. That I was thinking I was going to have to figure out this complicated way to ship that here. And honestly, it's just not that big of a deal to run over and just have it filled up. Let's go ahead and fold this back up real quick. It's just too awkward to get to that third field over there. I can drive while it's folding. That's cool. So I'm all about being efficient, not wasting time. So we will cruise over here. I bet this can almost be done in one pass. It'll be close. Let's go ahead and unfold it and see. Not quite. I bet we'll be short just a little bit, but then I'll be really curious to see what our yield shows. So we'll have fertilized it and rolled it. Okay, and then we still have about 10, 15 more feet coming out. Oh, no, that was it? Okay. Okay. So, nope, definitely can't do it in one pass. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Have to do that and then X. And then let's back up. Let's make sure we get the whole field. You can see how it turns darker. You're spraying it so it turns dark. We don't want to miss any. I think I'm actually rolling, so I don't know if I need to be. So, okay, so this one, let's do an experiment. This one is down. It's rolling, and I'm having a hard time driving. So we'll see what the yield, if there's any difference in yield. So the other two fields I sprayed raised. This one I'm going to lower sprayer and just push it through the dirt. We'll see if there's any difference. If there isn't any difference, then I'm definitely not doing it this way. This is slow. It just seems like it's pushing, having a hard time. I can't turn. Just remember to hold down left button and then X. That instead of, if you just hit X, you'll jump out of the tractor. So then let's go to lift sprayer, fold sprayer. Okay. And then we can go check out the field, see what it says for yield, see what the improvement is. There's got to be an improvement if I did it right. Look at our yield bonus. We went up to 75% with fertilizer. Yes. Oh, it says 50% fertilized. So you do have to fertilize twice. Okay. Okay. But so that should increase our yield as well. Let's see what this one does, if it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. So definitely definitely raise it. Don't push it through the ground on those rollers. And let's go over here and see if the fertilizer took. This is where I had to push those wheels through the plants. I'm sure that was not good on the plants. But let's just see what it says over here. 73%. So that's interesting. It didn't take it as well because it probably had already grown a little. So in this episode, we learned the importance of rolling and fertilizing, as well as how to get fertilizer, or at least one way to get fertilizer from the store to your farm and get it sprayed. I think it's going to be worth it, especially after the second dose of it. So come back and we'll check it out later. For now, Mr. Johns is out.